Hello everyone and welcome to my very first video. I am Nini Games and today I will be talking to you about a game so good it made me want to start a YouTube channel. The game in question is Soul Nomad and the World Eaters, originally published in 2007 for PlayStation 2 by Nippon Ichi Games. I'm a 90s kid and I've played my fair share of RPGs, but I had never heard of Soul Nomad until recently. I got the Prinny Presents Volume 1 to play Phantom Brave, one of my all-time favorites. However, after rushing into Phantom Brave and somehow repeatedly getting myself killed in the very beginning, it made me a little frustrated and I decided to give Soul Nomad a chance. Oh boy, did I get hooked. I neglected my family for a week and devoured the game like the World Eaters devour humanity. Enough backstory, let's get right into the game. In Soul Nomad, you go roundabout as the silent protagonist with the default name Revia. You can choose between two genders and name the character as you please. Accompanied by your childhood friend Annette and one Master of Death sealed inside your newly acquired sword, you set on a journey to take down these giant beings called the World Eaters to prevent them from destroying the world you live in. While the protagonist doesn't have a proper dialogue of their own, there's plenty of dialogue between other characters. You can choose to react and interact sometimes to slightly influence the conversations. With a large variety of characters and their personalities, these dialogues are, in my opinion, one of the best aspects in the game. In fact, the god of death, Gig, is who you'll be conversing with the most. He's loud and very rude and will often try to convince you to let him take over your body to gain control and destroy the world. I love you, Gig. Gameplay-wise, the game is pretty straightforward. You move around the world map, which consists of dots connected to each other, and engage in battles and dialogues to progress in the story. There are a handful of towns you can visit, but there isn't much to do besides battling and attempting to rob the residents for their hard-earned money. Soul Nomad is a strategic RPG. The battles take place in separate maps, which are usually way too large. Instead of single units, you battle with squads that consist of several units at your disposal. You can customize these squads to your liking, and more characters and classes become available as you progress. Some of them you recruit through the menu, and others forcibly join you as a part of the story, and you can't get rid of them no matter how useless they are. The battle system gets very repetitive. It repeats itself, but you can spice it up in ways such as changing the rooms your squad members are in, as well as buying room decor that give your squads different effects. The downside to these are that they only last for one battle, and setting them up again can be annoying, especially if you have multiple squads. In the beginning, the decor selection is very narrow, but as you get stronger, you can beat the crap out of these poor merchants to level up the store and get more items in stock. Aside from rooms and decor, you will have access to different battle actions, combo skills, and techniques to use in battle. They either deal damage, heal you, or provide buffs and debuffs. Even though the battle animations look nice, watching them all over again is time-consuming and gets a little boring. Luckily, you can turn off skill animations to make battles drastically faster. In addition to previously mentioned ways to make the most of your squads, you can further customize your characters by individually improving their stats using something called room power. You get room power by doing inspections in which you engage in battle in a randomly generated map against random enemies. Room power is shared among the units inside each room, and you can increase individual stats of your preferred units. It can get expensive, however, room inspections are the only grindy aspect in the game. Now, what really did it for me was the story in this game. In the beginning, it was decent at most, but the further you get, the more amazing it gets. Once you get past a certain point, you just have to keep going. You come across so many twists and turns in the plot. The characters are unique and their personalities develop throughout the game, and you really grow to like them. There's a lot of talking between the battles, and in the beginning it might seem like a lot, but as the game goes on, you really start looking forward to them. Depending on some of your own interactions, you can have multiple endings and even a whole playthrough on an alternative path. Soul Nomad has a New Game Plus, which lets you experience it all without starting over. You can even discover new parts of the story and recruit some secret characters. All in all, I highly recommend this game. If you're like me and have missed this title, I hope you give it a try, and I hope you end up enjoying it as much as I did. We have now reached the end of this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun making this and will be looking forward to the next one. If you enjoyed yourself, please do drop a like, and if you'd like to stick around for more video game related videos, do subscribe. Any comments and feedback are very appreciated. Please be gentle. Until next time, bye.